We're here to celebrate some of the work that's being done by our Duke City ambassadors and our Better Way Forward program. They're among some of the most visible employees in our city, as you can see with the bright yellow shirts. You see them around town, and we just wanted to take a moment to thank them for the work they're doing, especially as summer comes. They are tremendous workers that do a lot to help beautify our city and keep it clean, and it's a tireless job that we just want to take a moment to say thank you to them. And so for more on that, I'm going to introduce our mayor, Tim Keller.
All right, thanks so much. And for us, this is just an acknowledgement of really two successes that have changed in the last, at least 3 or 4 years coming out of the pandemic. And the first one is, of course, the reinvigoration of our ambassadors, formerly Block by Block. And so this group of folks works each and every day to try and make sure that our city is clean, number one, but also helps people with all sorts of amazing things. And when I interact with them, they'll give people directions to the Amtrak and to different restaurants. They'll also tell people sometimes a little bit about the history of Albuquerque, and they even help people figure out, like, do I have to pay for parking? They're really answering like all sorts of questions on our streets each and every day. And they're also connecting with other city departments to make sure that if we need specialty types of cleaning, that's called in, or if there's particular unhoused individuals that we need to send ACS out to. So they're communicating in a productive way with our other departments, even our police department if they see criminal activity. So they're also the eyes and ears, really, of the city and for all of us in multiple parts of our city. So I also want to remind everyone that they're not just downtown. We're going to hear they're also in they're in Barelas too, but they're also in Nob Hill, and they're also part of our layered approach to keeping our buses clean and safe. So they're actually doing rotations out at Cottonwood Mall. They're also doing rotations at Coronado and throughout our art system. And so we want to continue to expand this as funding and staffing permits, but it truly is a better way forward to keep our city clean and safe. Now, there's another aspect to this program, which is that about a year ago, we integrated it into our gateway system and providing economic opportunities for those suffering from homelessness. And so now the ambassadors behind me are a mix of folks who've been doing this work and came to the ambassadors on their own. Others of them actually come from our shelters. And so they're folks who are in our homeless support systems. And when they're ready for employment, if they're interested and they want to start working, they're actually able to find employment and earn a paycheck and have that dignity of work and that independence financially. And so that's also what we've done now with 18 different folks. And we're continuing to graduate people also out of that program. So the idea is, after the ambassadors, you're now set up with some resume, with some references to actually get a higher paying, more full-time job. So as you can see, this is both a pipeline actually into help and services through our gateway system, and it's also a pipeline out of the gateway system into more sustainable, independent, financial supported living. So I do want to highlight a couple of things. I know each individual behind me has their own life story, and we know that their stories come from all sorts of different backgrounds and different desires and different goals. And we're going to hear from some of those in a little bit, especially when we talk to Deandra, who runs this program. But what you also find is a combination of a couple of things. One is tough times, right? A lot of these folks have been through some tough times. Two is a willingness to actually do work to pull themselves back up and out of some of the tough times that they've been in the past. And there's also something else, though, which is a love of city. These folks will tell you they also really enjoy being helpful. There is a meaningfulness to this work, a purpose that each of them feels that is actually really special. And so we want them to know they're appreciated, but what they always tell me is people actually tell them how much they appreciate them every day on the street. And that's a wonderful thing. So we want to thank the whole city for appreciating everyone who works in our ambassador program. So I think what we're going to do is hear from a round of folks, and then we'll also hear from our downtown city councilor. So I hand it back over to Alex.
Thank you, Mayor. The program itself is managed by a very, very dedicated woman Deandra Cole is the operations manager for the Duke City Ambassadors. She serves as everything these employees need, whether it be a case manager, whether it be a friend, whether it be just somebody to mentor them and help guide them. She's been an integral part of this program and has grown the Better Way Forward program as well by leaps and bounds in just the last 5 to 6 months. With that, I want to turn it over to her on more about the great work that she does.
Hi, I'm Deandra Cole. I'm the operations manager of the Duke City Ambassador Program and the Better Way Forward program. Today is all about gratitude for the ambassadors. They're the heartbeat of the whole program and around the city. They definitely show up, rain, snow, wind, hot. So they definitely take pride in the work that they do. They're not just workers, they also connect with the people, all walks of life. They listen, they're problem solvers. We work a lot with the businesses, so we interact a lot with the businesses as well. They brought new energy and trust to the downtown, Nob Hill, uptown, and also our art deployment. So along Central, we've done a lot of different interactions where we've helped somebody with a medical situation on one of the art stations that we were cleaning. We were able to call medical instantly and get her some assistance, which was really huge, and the ambassadors were a part of that. So they made that connection very quickly and was able to call the medical for them. They get complimented constantly, which is huge, which is a huge benefit for the ambassadors. It keeps them motivated, it keeps them moving forward, wanting to continue to do the great jobs that they do. Their work speaks for itself. They clean the streets, there's less graffiti, more interaction, connecting with the community and the people within the city. They take huge pride in what they do. They can see the difference that they make, and it's makes them feel good about themselves being able to make a difference within the areas that they're doing with the community. So that's really huge for them. Let's see, for the Better Way Forward program, it's a huge program. It's an awesome program. It doesn't just give jobs, it gives them an opportunity. It gives them an opportunity to move forward, have some self-dignity and some self-worth, and actually create goals to be able to move forward, getting housing, even getting a cell phone, a simple cell phone that we all, some of them don't have that, and so it's huge for them just to even be able to get a cell phone. We're finding unhoused residents and providing them with structure, purpose, and that second chance opportunity. A lot of like to stay and work and enjoy it, so we also can move them into our full-time program, or we can help them find a job that they desire once that they can get the work ethics, the resume. The Better Way Forward connects ambassadors to housing, baking, case management. We do have, currently there's 6 ambassadors that have been housed since they've started this program, which is huge in itself. So that's a definite positive for them to be able to move forward and continue to build that self-esteem. Let's see. So I've been doing this a long time, so I really enjoy working with all the ambassadors. Again, we're all integrated. There's no difference between where they come from or their background. We're all one team. So that's one thing that we teach here, is we're all equal, regardless of anybody's background. We're here to do a good job and move forward. Thank you.
And within our Duke City Ambassadors program, as we've mentioned a number of times, there is the Better Way Forward program. We actually do have 6 graduates of the program to date, 2 of which have gone full-time with the ambassadors, one of which is here today to speak with us and share his story about how the program has impacted him. With that, I'll call on Elijah McAllister.
Yes, sir. That's perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Elijah McAllister. I hail from Newark, New Jersey originally. I came out here with a friend. My friend passed away some time ago, and then I found myself in a bad situation, which allowed me to get to Westgate on the west side. And that was a terrible time for me at that particular moment, what I was going through. And I was there for probably about a year or so before I came across the Better Way Forward program, which was probably maybe about 5 months ago. And I spoke to my director, and she gave me a timeline and everything, which was about a week after I applied. I was on. And I became a full-time ambassador, and I just want to thank DeAndre for getting me there. And I'm just so excited about having this position because I was down on my luck, didn't know where I was going and everything. And then once this happened, I kind of like saw some light at the end of the tunnel. Doors began to open and things of that nature. And I just want to inspire more people to join the program. It could put you above where you think you're at. And I just love serving the people, the community and everything. And this program has really helped me achieve a lot of things. And coming from West Side, I was able to, working for the ambassadors, I was able to get myself some housing and things of that nature. And I'm just very proud of that right there. And I want to thank all my coworkers behind me because they've been very supportive and everything. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
As we've heard from a number of people here today, the ambassadors do have a massive impact on our community, especially in the downtown and Nob Hill areas. For more on that, we've got Shauna Brown here from downtown Main Street to speak a little about how the ambassadors have impacted her community.
Good morning, everybody. Great to be here. It's an honor to be here specifically to thank all the work that y'all do. I want to make a little eye contact of like, we're here to thank y'all for what you do. So thank you. Again, my name is Shauna Brown. I am the executive director of the downtown Albuquerque Main Street and Arts and Culture District. One of the biggest programs that we oversee is the Downtown Growers Market. These folks behind me have played a critical role in the market. They show up on Saturdays and help with the cleanup that has to take place. They're helping with if there needs to be something, if someone has a question, if there's even a situation where something has to be de-escalated. I know that I can count on the Duke City ambassadors to be there fully and present and with all of their humanity to help us keep our growers market as a very, very safe space. In addition to that, I work, live, and play downtown, so I get to see the ambassadors throughout downtown, throughout the day, the conversations that they're having, the pleasantries that they have with tourists, the way in which they help people navigate downtown. It really makes a difference and plays a huge role in creating placemaking and community in downtown. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I have to shout out Deandra, who has never not answered a phone, which is really rare. Anytime I've called, she answers right away, and it just shows her dedication to this program. It shows the dedication of what's necessary to support this growing team. I think if there's anything that I want people to know is that when you see these folks downtown, they're working, they're putting their best self forward because they're really representing a huge face of our downtown community and Nob Hill community and further. And so I'm very, very grateful to have met a lot of these folks, to seen a lot of folks kind of start in this program and then move on to other careers that they were really interested in. I know of Duke City ambassadors that do this job and then are also going to school at the same time. And so the breadth of knowledge and dedication and passion and purpose that lives within the folks who are in these yellow shirts really makes a difference, and I think is a really great representation of what Albuquerque is. And so with that, thank you to the Duke City ambassadors, and thank you all for letting me be here.
Thank you, Shauna. The ambassadors are in more places than downtown. As we've kind of discussed before, they're also out in Nob Hill in new extension areas all the way down to Louisiana. And we do have a representative from our Nob Hill community here. Allie McCaskey with Nob Hill Main Street is here. Allie, would you like to come up and say a few words?
Thank you so much. Thank you all. We're so grateful to be here, and on behalf of Nob Hill residents, businesses, visitors, tourists, thank you all so much. Of course, as Shauna, hit every mark, the ambassadors play such a critical role in our business and residential neighborhood. Not too long ago, I was a UNM student without a car who walked Central every day of my program, and to be able to share jokes, laughs, smiles, just a moment of gratitude for the folks in the yellow shirts behind me, it made all of the difference in creating our sense of community in Nob Hill and in Albuquerque. And so thank you all again for your presence and keeping our businesses, our business community kind of vibrant, alive, helping navigate kind of tourists and orient, residents, folks who maybe haven't explored Nob Hill as much. You are a welcoming presence and just contribute so greatly to our community. We hope to see this program continued and expanded into other areas of the city, and we hope to see more of you in Nob Hill as well. Thank you all.
Thank you.
And we know a lot of people here at the city are very thankful for the work these fine men and women do. We have had a lot of counselors approach us to thank us for the work that they do and to ask for even more. We do have Counselor Jim Baca here today, and he can speak more on this. Apologies, Counselor Baca. That's my fault.
No problem. Thank you. Obviously, I'm just going to echo a lot of what everybody said. All the work that everybody does, both here downtown and everywhere else, way more than just cleaning. More than that, though, I've known Deandra for a very, very long time at this point. My kids have grown up downtown, and so when they talk about all the work that the ambassadors do, I want to tell all of you thank you, because I've gotten to experience it. My kids experience it, and my kids still talk about how they feel safer when you guys are out walking than when they're just out by themselves. So thank you a lot. And of course, we're committed to always supporting the program, growing the program, and anything we can do to make things better and to help. So of course, Deandra, thank you. So with that, thank you.
Thank you, Counselor Joaquin Baca. Apologies. Thank you to everybody who came here today to speak. We appreciate this. Our ambassadors do mean the world to us. They are our most visible employees. They are some of our hardest working employees. And we appreciate everyone that came out today just to take a moment and say thank you for the wonderful work they do. So with that, we'll let everybody go, and thank you for being here.